Once upon a time, in a shallow pool in the heart of a bustling city, lived a small turtle. The turtle was unlike his peers, for he had a peculiar habit. Every day at sunset, he would gaze up at the sky and dream of soaring through the clouds like the birds. His friends and family would tease him, saying things like, "Turtles can't fly." We all know that, but the turtle refused to let their words dampen his spirit. One day, he decided to take matters into his own hands. He went to the market, bought some wood, hired a team of ants to help him, and built himself a pair of wings. The first time he tried them, they were heavy and cumbersome, but the turtle persisted, practicing day after day. As the sun dipped below the horizon, he would flap his wings and run, hoping to one day lift off the ground. The townspeople would gather around, laughing and jeering, until one day a young girl approached the turtle and asked, "Why do you want to fly?" The turtle stopped his practice and turned to her. "Because I want to touch the clouds," he replied dreamily. The girl smiled and said, "You don't need wings to touch the clouds." The turtle was confused. "What do you mean?" he asked. The girl gestured to the sky and said, "Look," and with that, she released a sky lantern. As the turtle watched the lantern float away, its light twinkling against the darkening sky, he realized the truth. He didn't need wings or the ability to fly to reach his dream. All he needed was a dream, a big enough dream to carry him above the trees, above the clouds, and even above the stars. When the turtle told the townspeople about his newfound wisdom, they didn't believe him. They continued to mock him until one day a huge storm swept through the town. The wind howled and the rain poured, and the turtle's friends huddled together, shivering in fear. Suddenly, the turtle remembered the words of the little girl and closed his eyes. In a moment, he felt himself lifted above the trees, above the houses, and higher until he was floating among the clouds. He opened his eyes and saw that the storm had become a magical adventure. The wind was now his friend, guiding him through the sky. The rain no longer felt cold, but refreshing and invigorating. The turtle soared through the air, feeling free and happy like he had never felt before. As the storm began to subside, the turtle found himself approaching a distant land. He had flown farther than he ever thought possible, and when he landed, he noticed something strange. The people of this new land looked just like the people of his hometown, except they were all flying through the air with wings just like the birds. The turtle was amazed. He had finally found a place where he truly belonged. The people welcomed the turtle with open arms. They taught him how to fly with them, and soon he was soaring through the skies, exploring new lands and meeting new friends. Meanwhile, back in his hometown, the other turtles continued to live their lives without dreams. They missed the turtle and wondered what had become of him. One day, a wise old owl who had witnessed the turtle's journey decided to share his story with the others. "I saw a turtle who dared to dream," the owl began, "a turtle who yearned for more than just the shallow pool he called home. He built himself wings and practiced day after day, not caring what others thought. And when a storm came, he took to the sky, not because he could fly, but because he dared to dream." As the owl finished his tale, a young turtle spoke up. "I want to see the world too," he said. And with that, he began to build himself a pair of wings. The other turtles joined him, each wanting to experience the world beyond their small pool. Soon, the entire turtle community was buzzing with activity as they all began to prepare for their own adventures. After hearing the turtle's story, the townspeople also began to change. They started to look up at the sky with wonder and to dream of places they wanted to visit. Some of them even began to build wings for themselves so that they could join the turtles on their journey. And so, thanks to one small turtle who dared to dream, the entire town was transformed. They learned that with a dream and a bit of courage, anything was possible. Meanwhile, the turtle who had traveled to the distant land continued to explore. He visited many wondrous places and had countless adventures. But no matter where he went, he never forgot the little girl who had shown him the way. One day, he decided to return home to share his experiences with the others. When he arrived, he found that the town had changed. The people were no longer content with living ordinary lives. They were all flying through the air, exploring the world, and following their dreams. The turtle was overjoyed to see that his journey had inspired others to do the same. He had shown them that it was okay to be different, to stand out, and to pursue their dreams no matter what others might say. From that day on, the turtle continued to travel, but he no longer felt alone. He knew that there were others out there just like him, following their dreams and making their own paths in life. He realized that the true meaning of his journey was not just to fly, but to inspire others to do the same. The turtle who dreamed of flying became a legend in that town. His story was passed down from one generation to the next, reminding them to always reach for their dreams, no matter how big or small they may seem. And that is the story of the turtle who dreamed of flying. A story that teaches us that all we need to make our dreams come true is a little bit of belief and a lot of courage. So, whenever you feel like giving up on your dreams, just remember the turtle and let his story inspire you to keep going. You never know where your journey might take you or who you might inspire along the way. Thank you for listening to my story today. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to leave me a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Your support means a lot to me and helps me to keep bringing these stories to life. Also, if you have a story you'd like to hear, please leave it in the comments below. I love reading your suggestions, and I can't wait to see what we'll explore next. Until then, keep dreaming big and never give up on your goals. I'll see you next time.